What's up, guys? Welcome to Rap Digging, where we talk about, everything hip-hop related, albums, artists, songs, and I give you my knowledge, and I hit my chest hard right there, but I give you my knowledge, and, we could talk about this together and just have some good conversation. So, I just had a rant video, but this is going to be another one. I'm going to get Ike's right now. I live in Arizona. It's hot as fuck, but I'm going to get some Ike's sandwich shop. But anyway, so shout out to Ike's. But anyway, so I'm gonna make another rant video real quick on features being a problem in hip hop. And I know what a lot of people think, like, oh, features are like the main staple of hip hop. Like, you can't do them in any other genre, and that is true. You can't. I mean, you can, but obviously, it's easier for a rapper to hop on a beat than an artist in another genre to hop on another, like in a band, you know what I mean? So obviously it's easier in rap, so it's more prominent. Oh, excuse me. And this is fine, but the problem that I'm seeing, and this has been going on for years, it didn't just start happening. It's been on, is when people will just get features for the sake of getting the feature. It's phoned in. It's not really a good verse. They're just getting it to boost their album in a way that just feels cheap. The biggest, there's all sorts of offenders. No one, like, everyone's basically done this if you're like in the mainstream. And then like also on top of this, I'm purely talking about like more mainstream artists, because when you got guys like, like, just think TDE, that's the first thing I thought of. If they have, like, if Kendrick has, like, J-Rock on a track, or, like, Ab-Soul, it's like, all right, well, they're within the collective, so that makes sense. It was done more organically, or, like, something like that, where it's like, that they were working together in the studio. But, I just hate that artists will do this just to propel their album. Like, let's be real here. We're in 2020 right now. Ever since, like, Lil Baby and Gunna blew up, what fucking album has not had a Lil Baby and Gunna feature on it? They're cheap. Like, and again, these verses are fine. Like, the verse itself, half the time they're usually fine. Sometimes they suck, but usually it's like, all right, the verse is fine. But the main problem I have with it is, that there's no chemistry. You know what I mean? The artist is just getting the Lil Babies, the Young Thugs, sometimes Future. I can't really think of anyone else at the moment, but Young Thug, Lil Baby, and Gunna are definitely the worst offenders. A few years ago, it was Rick Ross. Sometimes Future. I fucking love Future, but sometimes he could give a bad, like a dumb feature every now and then. But and then like. And the biggest offender of this, not really like overall in his whole career, but is Rich the Kid with when he released The World Is Yours Too. Like, he literally released like a teaser of all the features he was gonna have on the album. Like, how fucking weak is that? Like, that, to me, that's basically telling me that you can't, you don't believe in, you're not confident enough in yourself as an artist to just release the product. So that's just so weak to me. Like, you're gonna, like, it just seems like so, like, not genuine. Like, you don't really care about your own work. You just care about the features. You just care about people, in the age of streaming, you just care about getting those initial streams, whether the people like the song or not. And it just seems fucking weak to me. This happened just recently. Not really, like, this isn't the same thing, but just a couple of days ago, and this is prominent with a lot of albums, but just a couple of days ago, Lil Yachty released his album Lil Boat 3, and I actually haven't even fucking listened to it, but he released that one song, and it has like Tierra Whack, Tyler the Creator, and A$AP Rocky on it. And of course, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I gotta listen to that track first. And it's like, yeah, I have no doubt that the song was like organically created. Like, I fuck with Yachty, like, he seems like a cool dude. I fuck with all of them, A$AP Rocky, Tyler, they're cool. But it just seems so like weak to me that like Yachty knew what the fuck he was doing. Everyone is like, oh, like on Hip Hop Heads on Reddit, they're like, oh, let me go to that song first. And like, that just seems so weak to me. Like, you should let your music to do the talking. You shouldn't have to rely on, oh, let me click on this, or let me listen to this album because it has these features. It just seems fucking weak to me. And someone who's the polar opposite, which is why they are my favorite artist, is Lil Uzi, because, you know, going back to Love Is Rage, the first one, fucking, he had like no features on it except for like Queso with fucking Wiz Khalifa, and then the one song with oh my god, what the fuck, he had someone else on a song. And those were like my two least favorite songs. Oh, and Young Thug on I forgot the name of the song, but Young Thug on that one song. And those are like my two least, like those songs sucked compared to the rest of the album. It wasn't solely because of the features, but like the song itself just, I don't think it was that good to begin with. But, you know, like, and then you got Lil Uzi Vert versus The World, which doesn't have any features. You got the Perfect Love tape, which has Playboi Carti and Offset on We Ghetto Flowers, and then you got Future on 7 Million. And then Love Is Rage 2, you only had like Pharrell, The Weeknd, and the Oh Wonder Person on fucking The Way Life Goes. And oh fuck, it's not here. Hold up. And yes, the next one. And you know, and then on Eternal Take, he had, you know, on Eternal Take itself, he had like barely any features. He had like Sid on that one joint, and then like I can't think of any other features on it off the top of my head. But that was a great album because Lil Uzi is able to carry his own on an album. He's able to do that, and that's why I like him so much. And then, ironically enough, when he released Lil Uzi Vert versus The World, that has a lot of fucking features, and that's like, they were good. Like, I'll even say this right now, on Strawberry Peels and on Yes Sirski, I think that's how you say it, Lil Uzi Vert just sucked on those tracks. Like, he was like offbeat. So 21 Savage, Young Thug, and Gunna, ironically enough, even though I was talking shit about them earlier, they ironically made those songs. But that's an exception to the rule. Lil Uzi has just always been someone, and then like, just with like the Nav songs and shit, you know, and all the other songs, I haven't even fucking listened. I've only listened to them like once. I'm like, eh. Because it's like, I want to hear Lil Uzi. I don't want to fucking hear all these other artists. Like, if I want to listen to them, I'll fucking listen to them. And I think Lil Uzi understands that, because he only had like barely any features on his on Eternal Take and on fucking his other albums. But then like J. Cole obviously is kind of a meme that, oh, he got double platinum with no features, but like, there's truth to that. Like, I'm not saying you can't have features, you know, if they come organically, or even if it doesn't come organically and it's just a fucking hot verse, you know what I mean? It's fine. But when artists rely on it, I can't stand it. It's a huge pet peeve of mine, because you're basically saying, oh, I don't believe in my own work, and I can't hold, I'm just in a park. I can't hold the listener's attention. Actually, I'm gonna go online. I can't hold the listener's attention for the run of my full album. So I have to fucking be a little bitch and, you know, add features, even though they aren't really necessary. And you're gonna get a lot more respect from people like me. And obviously my opinion isn't the fucking standard for how people should think, but you know what I mean? It's just like, like, how the fuck? Like, come on, guys. Well, you know, that's my rant. I hope that, you know, someone could just see, you know, what I'm talking about, because it's fucking annoying and it's been going on for a long time. So, peace.